Welcome viewers to Global Conflict Explained. Today we are diving into a critical and urgent topic, the most dangerous conflicts in the world today. Around the globe, wars and regional tensions threaten not only the countries involved, but also international stability, global trade, and human lives. Understanding these conflicts is essential for comprehending the challenges of modern geopolitics and the risks that can escalate into broader crises affecting millions. From civil wars to international standoffs, these conflicts reveal how political, ethnic, economic, and territorial disputes continue to shape our world. So, before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Historical background and modern conflicts. Many of today's dangerous conflicts have deep historical roots. Ethnic tensions, colonial legacies, and disputed borders often form the foundation of contemporary crises. For example, in Africa, the borders drawn during European colonialism ignored ethnic and tribal divisions, creating friction that persists today. Similarly, in the Middle East, historical grievances dating back to the fall of the Ottoman Empire and the creation of modern nation-states continue to fuel instability. The Cold War also left a lasting impact. Proxy wars, arms proliferation, and ideological battles set the stage for long-term rivalries in regions like South Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East. Superpower competition between the United States and the Soviet Union entrenched divisions that still influence alliances and conflicts today. Understanding these historical roots helps explain why some conflicts are more intractable and why certain regions are more prone to recurring violence. Additionally, the legacy of decolonization created fragile political systems in many countries. Weak governance structures, combined with artificial borders, often led to internal divisions that later escalated into civil wars. These long-standing structural issues continue to interact with modern pressures, making conflict resolution even more complex. Current conflicts and hotspots. Several conflicts today are particularly dangerous due to their scale, intensity, and potential for international escalation. Ukraine and Russia. The ongoing war in Ukraine, triggered by Russia's invasion in 2022, remains one of the most critical conflicts in the world. It has caused massive casualties, disrupted global food and energy supplies, and heightened tensions between NATO and Russia. The war has also accelerated military modernization across Europe and revived debates about collective defense. Syria. The Syrian civil war, which began in 2011, continues to destabilize the region. Multiple factions, foreign interventions, and terrorist groups have contributed to the humanitarian disaster, leaving millions displaced and creating persistent security challenges for the Middle East. Reconstruction remains slow, and political reconciliation is still distant. Yemen. Yemen's civil war has led to one of the worst humanitarian crises in modern history. Fought between the Houthi rebels and the internationally recognized government, with regional powers involved, the conflict has caused famine, disease outbreaks, and massive displacement. Afghanistan. Though international troops have withdrawn, Afghanistan remains unstable. The resurgence of the Taliban and threats from extremist groups continue to create a dangerous security environment for both the country and the region. Economic collapse and restrictions on civil liberties have further worsened conditions. Ethiopia. The conflict in Ethiopia's Tigray region escalated into a humanitarian catastrophe. Ethnic tensions, government crackdowns, and military campaigns have resulted in mass displacement and famine-like conditions.
South China Sea tensions. While not an outright war, ongoing disputes over maritime territories in the South China Sea involve China, Vietnam, the Philippines, and others. The risk of military confrontation is high due to overlapping claims and increasing naval presence. Taiwan Strait. The Taiwan issue has become one of the most sensitive geopolitical flashpoints. China's insistence on reunification and U.S. support for Taiwan create a scenario where miscalculations could escalate into a direct military confrontation. North Korea. North Korea's nuclear program and ongoing provocations in the Korean Peninsula remain a constant source of regional tension. Missile tests and nuclear ambitions continue to raise global security concerns. Root cause and dynamics. The most dangerous conflicts today share common underlying causes: territorial disputes, ethnic and religious tensions, resource competition, and ideological differences often drive these wars. In many cases, external interventions, whether from neighboring countries, global powers, or international coalitions, intensify the conflicts, prolonging violence and making resolutions more complex. Economic disparities and governance failures also exacerbate conflicts. Countries with weak institutions, high corruption, and poor public services are more prone to internal unrest. Climate change is emerging as an additional factor, increasing competition for resources like water and arable land, which can further inflame existing tensions. Another critical dynamic is the rise of non-state actors, including militias and extremist organizations. These groups often operate across borders, complicating traditional military responses and making peace negotiations more difficult. Cyber warfare and information manipulation have also become new battlegrounds, influencing public opinion and destabilizing governments without direct military confrontation. Global impacts of dangerous conflict. The consequences of these conflicts extend far beyond the immediate regions. Economically, wars disrupt global trade, supply chains, and energy markets. For instance, the war in Ukraine has significantly affected wheat exports, driving global food prices up. Similarly, conflicts in the Middle East impact oil supply and regional stability, influencing economies worldwide. Humanitarian crises are another devastating impact. Millions of people are displaced, creating refugee flows that affect neighboring countries and global migration patterns. Conflicts also contribute to widespread poverty, disease outbreaks, and the collapse of education and healthcare systems. Politically, dangerous conflicts strain international alliances and test institutions like the United Nations. They create challenges for diplomacy and can escalate into larger confrontations if global powers are drawn into the disputes. Militarily, these conflicts encourage arms races, cyber warfare, and the proliferation of advanced weaponry, increasing the overall risk of global instability. In addition, global insecurity affects investor confidence and slows economic growth. Tourism declines in unstable regions, and international development projects are often delayed or abandoned. These ripple effects demonstrate how even localized conflicts can have worldwide consequences. Pathways to prevention and peace. Addressing dangerous conflicts requires a multi-pronged approach. Diplomacy, conflict resolution mechanisms, and multilateral cooperation are critical. International mediation, sanctions, peacekeeping missions, and dialogue can prevent localized conflicts from escalating into global crises. Strengthening governance, promoting economic development, and addressing social inequalities are also essential in reducing the underlying drivers of war. Additionally, technological monitoring, intelligence sharing, and early warning systems can help anticipate crises before they spiral out of control. Education and community engagement also play a vital role. Promoting tolerance, reducing misinformation, and encouraging inclusive political participation can help prevent divisions from turning into violence. Regional cooperation frameworks can further enhance stability by fostering dialogue and trust among neighboring states. The world today faces multiple dangerous conflicts, each with complex historical, political, and economic roots. From Ukraine to Yemen, Syria, and the Taiwan Strait, these crises affect millions of lives and have global consequences. Understanding the causes and dynamics of these conflicts is essential for policymakers, scholars, and citizens alike, as global stability depends on proactive prevention, diplomacy, and cooperation. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.